You just got replaced by an automated script you wrote last year. What if I told you that the thing that replaced you was not a stranger, not a big company, not a new boss, but something you wrote yourself? Something you created last year, just for fun, just to make your work easier. And now it's doing your job better than you. Let that sit for a moment. How would that feel? Would you feel proud or scared? Would you smile and say, "Wow, I built that"? Or would your heart drop because you realize there is no place left for you in the system you helped build? Because this is not just a story anymore. This is happening more and more in real life. You sit at your desk, doing the same work you've done for years. You know every step. You know every click, every small detail. You think you are safe because you are experienced. But then one day someone says, "We updated the system." And everything changes. A script runs, a tool opens, and suddenly your job is faster without you. And here's the shocking part. You recognize it. You wrote it. Maybe last year you were asked to automate a small task, something simple, something harmless. You thought, "This will save me a few minutes every day." So you wrote a script. You tested it. It worked perfectly. You felt smart. You felt efficient. You felt proud. You even shared it with your team and said, "This will make things easier for all of us." Everyone was happy. No one knew that small script was the beginning of something bigger. Because over time, that script didn't stay small. It got updated, it got improved, it got faster, it got smarter. And slowly, it started doing more and more of your work. First, it handled the easy tasks, then the medium tasks, then one day, it started doing the tasks you used to think only you could do. And now, here you are, watching it complete your work in seconds. No mistakes, no breaks, no tiredness, no complaints, just perfect results. And you start asking yourself a painful question. If a script can do my job, what am I here for? Does that thought feel familiar? Because deep down, many people are starting to feel this way. Not just in offices, not just in tech jobs, everywhere. Automation is not coming slowly anymore. It is already here. But let's go back to your story. You sit there and watch the screen. The script finishes your daily work in minutes, work that used to take you hours. And then someone says something that hits even harder. They say, "We don't really need manual work anymore for this process." Manual work. That means you try to laugh it off. You say, "Well, I built it, so it still needs me to manage it." But inside, something feels off, because you are not managing it anymore. It is managing itself. And maybe managing you out of the system. Have you ever felt that strange silence when something replaces you, but no one says it directly? No one fires you immediately. No one argues. They just stop asking for your help. At first, it feels like a break. Then it feels like distance. Then it feels like you are slowly becoming unnecessary. And that is the scariest part. Not a loud replacement, but a quiet one. Now let's go deeper. You remember the day you wrote that script? You were sitting there, maybe tired, maybe bored, maybe just trying to finish work early. You thought, "Why should I do the same thing again and again?" So you wrote a few lines, simple logic. If this happens, then do that. You tested it. it worked, and you felt a small victory. You probably even thought, this is cool, I just made my life easier. But what you did not realize was this. You did not just save time, you created your replacement. And now that creation is growing beyond you. Let me ask you something real. If something you built can replace you, does that mean you were never the only one who could do your job? Or does it mean you were always just one step away from being replaced and you just didn't see it? It is a hard question, but it is a real one. And now, let's talk about the feeling no one talks about. The feeling of watching something you built outperform you. It is not just about losing a job. It is about losing identity. Because for many people, work is not just income. It is purpose. It is confidence. It is proof that I am needed. So when that gets replaced by a script, it doesn't just change your schedule. It changes how you see yourself. You start to wonder, am I still important here? Do they still need my thinking? Or am I just watching a system run without me? And here is where the story gets even more uncomfortable. The script does not get tired. It does not forget steps. It does not take sick days. It does not ask for breaks. It just works. And when something works perfectly, people stop questioning it. They just trust it. And slowly, they trust it more than you. But let me pause here and say something important. This is not just about fear. This is also about reality changing. Because the world is moving toward systems that are faster, smarter, and more automated. And the real challenge is not stopping it. The real challenge is understanding where you fit in it. Because even now, while you are feeling replaced, there is another truth. Someone still needs to build, guide, and improve these systems. Someone still needs to understand what should be automated and what should not. It was your idea, your solution, your shortcut, your improvement. And that means something powerful. It means you are not just replaceable. It means you are also the creator of what replaces things. And that brings responsibility. To build wisely, to think ahead, to ask not just, can I automate this? But also, what happens after I automate this? Because every script has a future. If it made you question your own work and future, then take a second and reflect on it. And if you want more real, simple, and thought-provoking stories like this, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Because we talk about the real changes happening in your world before they become too big to ignore. And now I'll leave you with one final question. If the thing that replaces you is something you built, then who is really in control? You or what you created?